Hello, Sagittarius. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. If you've been here before, welcome back, my friend. If you're new to the channel, I warmly welcome you here. Either way, I ask that you please click like, share, and subscribe. It's a fantastic way, if you haven't heard Saggy, for us to exchange energy. It also helps with YouTube's algorithm, and that means more individuals will be able to see the readings that I post. So if you can take a second to do that now, my love, I will appreciate it very, very much. Sag, this is your career and finance reading for January 2025. I'm going to do two separate spreads for you today. The first spread will be for those of you who are currently employed. We'll give you an idea about how you're feeling about the job in January, what the situation is, opportunity, as well as any blocks or challenges that you may face. And then the second spread will be for those of you that maybe, you are employed, but you're looking for another job, or for those of you who are unemployed and you're wondering what is out there. And then same thing, we'll take a look at how you're feeling. We'll take a look at the situation, as well as the opportunities and perhaps any blocks or challenges that may be in your way. I've set the intentions of this reading to be for your sun, moon, as well as your rising placements. You're welcome to look at one or two or all of them, or maybe any other placement that you regularly follow for career and finance. If you're not sure what those are, pinned in the comment section is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that and just come back here and watch the reading for that respective placement. All 12 zodiac signs will have their career and finance readings up for January 2025, no later than Thursday of this week, or on Thursday of this week. So with all that said, my love, let's begin. And do keep in mind, it is a collective general reading, not individualized or personalized to you. So messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And as I always say, just take what fits and how it fits. Don't force it to fit. And if it doesn't fit, just kind of leave it on the side. That just means that that one particular message is meant for another Sag or someone else of Sagittarius placement. Now, my love, we can begin. Interesting to note how you're feeling in January 2025 about your job. You have the celebration card, which means that there will be a celebration in relation to your work. This could be you achieving a milestone or a goal, completing a project. This could be, you're seeing more success, or I should say more results for your efforts. Don't use that, though, as an excuse to stop working or stop moving forward, and kind of do the opposite. Continue to pour into whatever is working for you. We do have the dagger card that says fear, worries, or tense situations. I'm going to separate these two for you. I'm getting the feeling here that these are two very separate feelings. So in relation to work, there's celebration here. You might be feeling a little burned out from work, but I feel like you have the persistence to keep going. This could also be a call for you to add a little bit more fun into your work, or maybe even into your downtime, to kind of balance yourself out, for those of you who are like overworking. Is my mic on? It is. Sorry, Saggy. Just wanted to make sure that was on for you. So yeah, you're celebrating your work. You're reaching a milestone. Everything is great. Tell me more about this celebration here in January 2025 for Sag and the Sag Collective. It's a very optimistic feeling here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Five of Swords in the upright, the Ace of Wands in the upright, the Eight of Pentacles in the upright, and the Ace of Cups in the upright. And bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you are really hard at work. I feel, though, to be honest, with that Five of Swords, I feel like that's what this dagger card is. I think you have some external issues separate from your work, which could be affecting your work in the month of January 2025, like affecting your mood, or your ability to clearly focus on your work. And so I think for that reason, some of you are pouring more of yourselves into work. And I just want to say, be careful that you don't burn yourself out from doing too much, because I'm getting this feeling like everything is great and I'm reaching these milestones and I've implemented this procedure and it's working, or I've completed this project and I'm on to the next one. It's like work, work, work. And there's success here. Three of Pentacles working, Eight of Pentacles trying to master something, Ace of Wands, this passionate, creative beginning that you have at work, some type of new passion project, Ace of Cups, new opportunities at work. You're really loving your work. You're loving what you do for work. But I kind of feel like for some of you, you're overdoing work because you're trying to drown out this other conflict that you have that, again, I feel is like external to your work. So this is a career and finance reading. And although I don't feel like this is directly caused by your career and finance, I do feel it has the potential to affect it because you're overworking. So that would affect your career and finance. Yes, your career is booming, but are you drowning out this sorrow by putting so much of yourself into this? You know what I mean? So let's get an idea, because whatever messages come through in these readings, I will give you, even if they're not totally career and finance. So what is this Dagger card? It's giving me the feeling of like, I know we have the Five of Swords here, but I'm also getting like almost Three of Swords, a Ten of Swords feeling as well. I won't be surprised if we see the Seven of Swords, so, or some combination. So tell me more about Five of Swords to the Dagger card here. One more shuffle, please, Anne. Thank you. It's also kind of giving me like Ace of Swords vibe. So we have the Queen of Wands in the upright, the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, the Nine of Wands in the upright, and the Six of Wands in the upright. And bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Swords, which does hold the Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, there's the Ace of Swords, and the World card. So there is something here in your private life which has come to an end. This is different for all of you. I'm not sure what this is. For some of you, this could be a relationship where you went from being coupled to being single. And I say that because we have the Nine of Pentacles card here, which is a very singular energy. Nine of Wands, this, you know, could tell me that maybe you have put an end to some type of pattern in your life. Now, I mean, for some of you, this could be a habit. You know, maybe you gave something up, like smoking, for example. So it could be that you put an end to a pattern and now you're trying to distract yourself. So instead of picking up the cigarette and lighting it, you're focusing more on work. Could be something, you know, as simple as that. Not that that's simple. It's difficult to quit a habit. But for others of you, this could be in a relationship where I just feel like you're more solitary in the month of January 2025. So I don't know if a relationship has ended. And by relationship, I mean this could be a connection with a friend, a family member, you know, a neighbor, an acquaintance, a lover. It's different for all of you, but I feel like there's a little battle fatigue here. But you are just continuing to press on in this Queen of Wands energy. Like, I'm going to keep making things happen. I'm just going to redirect my focus here. I do feel like you have cut something out of your life. Could be a pattern, could be a habit, just could be the way you were thinking, right? Five of Swords sometimes could be self-sabotage, negative thoughts. Maybe you put an end to the negative thoughts. Whatever it is for you, you're sort of using work as a distraction from it. And I just want to tell you to please be careful with that, because while celebration and success and achievement and all of this stuff is wonderful for you, don't get me wrong, this card is really saying, and the energy I'm getting here is like, Sag is going to have to take some breaks. So, you know, I'm not telling you to take time off of work if you can't afford it, or, you know, or anything like that. But I just feel like there's a need here for you that at least in your downtime, to really like enjoy yourself, take care of yourself, practice self-care, because running from whatever this is and pouring yourself into work, while it may make work successful, you're also delaying healing from whatever this is for you. I see you in good spirits, and I see you pushing through whatever it is for you, a dispute, an argument, you know, it could be anything. And I just see you redirecting your focus, but I feel like the message here really is to like take care of yourself in the month of January, okay? Now, your situation, it says beware of self-delusion. I didn't even see that. So beware of self-delusion, right? So and then we have ending here. You may leave a position or be terminated. However, there's always a new opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. I'm honestly not getting the feeling here that you're losing your job, Sag. I really feel that something else external to work has come to an end. You could be in a state of self-delusion because it's like, yep, I'm fine, right? Everything rolls off of me. But it's really not. There's like an internal wounding here that's not being dealt with. And instead, you're distracting yourself with work. I want to know a little bit more about this ending, just in case it is job related. Tell me more about the ending. Again, we're going to separate these. I haven't done that for many of the other signs, but I feel for you, there's something external that's affecting your work. Tell me more about this ending here for Sag in respect to career and finance. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Swords in the upright, Judgment in the upright, Ten of Wands in the upright, Three of Pentacles in the upright, bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles, the Devil to the King of Swords, to the Hierophant. I have two messages coming through for this. For some of you, you very well could be terminated from work, or your position could change, meaning you can go from full-time to part-time. They might transfer you from one department to another. There certainly could be something like that happening. And this could also be something that you initiate. You may be inquiring here on new jobs or new positions. You may be ending your job by your own choosing. So small percentage of you possibly being terminated, laid off, or downsized in some capacity, like going full-time to part-time in January. For others of you, you're inquiring, you're making the judgment call to leave work. And I don't think that you're abruptly quitting. I feel like this is a card of inquiry with this Page of Swords, like, can I make more money elsewhere? So some of you will begin like putting out your resumes or your applications, sort of like preparing to leave this job. Again, I don't feel like you're abruptly quitting. I just kind of feel like you're looking for what else is out there. Because for some of you, as successful as you are in your position at work, the job itself could be toxic, or you could have a higher up. This King of Swords. In career and financial readings, I usually see the Hierophant as like the cornerstone of the company. This is like the owner, the main framework, right? These are the higher ups, the ones in administration, the individuals who call the shots. There could be someone very toxic like that, that even though at your level, in your position, you're doing well, you're succeeding, you've got some personal issues, but you're redirecting your focus to work, and that's making you achieve more. You could have a confrontation here with this individual, whoever this King of Swords is, and like higher, you know, the hierarchy of the company. This could be a very toxic individual that might push you to inquire to see if there are other positions out there that, one, will treat you better, two, won't be such a burden, right? Won't have such a boss that is such a burden, and three, that will actually pay you more. So some of you, small percentage, this individual could actually be letting you go, or again, like downsizing your work in some capacity, transferring you to another department, something like that. For others of you, you're making the inquiry yourself. Like you're choosing to look for another job, not because you don't like what you do. You kind of don't like who you do it for. That's the message that's coming through here, okay? And then I have beware of self-delusion. Tell me more about this beware of self-delusion here. And that too, that dragon on that card is very similar to the devil that I have in one of these other tarot decks here. So tell me more about this dragon. Tell me more about this beware of self-delusion. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Fool. The Three of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Page of Cups. I really do think some of you will be finding another job in January. Whether this company lets you go, although I think it's a very small percentage, I actually think it's you finding another job and taking the risk to go elsewhere. Now, be careful of self-delusion, because sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side. While you may be celebrating this new offer, willing to leave that job for this job, I also want you to kind of pause if you find yourself in this position, because I feel like where that job, you know, the current job, maybe you have a difficult person, like is your supervisor, your manager, someone higher up in the company. That's like just one person at the current job you have to deal with that's like that. At this job, it seems to be more, has the potential of taking more of a mental toll on you. This could be like a very strenuous job environment in total, right? Not just like dealing with one person. So beware of self-delusion, that you're not trading one devil, for a bigger dragon. So definitely do, if you're a Sagittarius, or you have high Sag placements, moon or rising or Sag in your house of career and finance, I would definitely do your due diligence on that company that you're willing to leave this company for. Do reviews. You know, one thing I found when looking for a job many years ago, they always expect us, right, to provide them with a reference. Don't be afraid to ask them for a reference, because you know, and I have had companies use me as a reference where I have had like a potential employee, someone who's considering taking the job, call me and say, hey, when you worked for ABC company, how was it? And I was able to say, it was stellar. I changed industries, or I moved out of state, but the job was great. You know, the administration was great. Management was great. So I would ask this new company or potential new companies for references, the same way they ask you for references. If they can't do that, there's a problem. You mean you can't find one past employee who left here on good terms? See what I mean? So yeah, I feel like do your due diligence, because you don't want to trade that one devil at that current place of employment for someone who's the whole place is toxic. You know what I mean? But it just looks good during the interview. And then you get there and you're like, oh my God, what did I do? 9 of Swords. Now I can't sleep. I've made a total mistake here. So please be aware of that as well. Okay. I'm glad that I separated those cards and we looked into that. So your opportunity here, a challenge. Okay. There's a challenge here, and then you have the hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. I really think whether you stay at this job or you end up finding this new job and moving to it, I think some of you are just mentally exhausted. Some of you, because of this personal issue you have going on outside of work, and you're overworking yourself. For others of you, it's that boss that just really has you up in your head. But some of you may decide in January to take a couple days off. And this is actually an opportunity. So I would say that if you can, and if you can afford to, and your job is, you know, willing to comply to grant it to you, I would consider taking a vacation or one day off or something like that in January. I feel like you're really going to need some rest and recovery here. Tell me more about the hammock. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Ace of Swords in the upright, the Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, rest and relaxation, temperance, regrounding yourself, rebalancing yourself. I feel like that's going to be really, really important for a lot of you. This wouldn't come up in a collective reading if it didn't affect the majority of Sagittarians watching. So I feel like it's really important for you to rest in the month of January. Again, if you can't afford to take time off from work, or your boss is not allowing it, then in your downtime from work, when you're not working, please get some rest and recovery. Again, I feel for some of you, you have something external challenging you, and even though in the beginning of the month you're kind of covering it up with work, you know, kind of using work to mask it, I feel like you're going to reach a breaking point at some time. Two of Wands, the Empress, yeah, Four of Cups. I feel like you're going to need to rebalance, recalibrate yourself. So please make sure that if you again can't afford it, or if you have it, take that time off from work, like some type of personal time off, even if it's a day or a half a day, an extended weekend. And if you can't do that, then at the very least, when you're not working, please take time to heal. I think a lot of you need some emotional or mental healing, again, because of something happening external. Your most likely outcome here, we have message, card number 7. So January 7th could be significant to you. And then you have stepping into a new experience. I think for some of you, if you're looking for a new job, you very well could get an opportunity or multiple opportunities here on or around January 7th. For others of you, this could be you going on an interview. If you have your own business, you could be trying something new. You know, if you're an entrepreneur, you may want to start something new within your business, or you're launching something new on or around that day. Tell me more about stepping into a new experience and this message for Sag. in January 2025. Tell me more about stepping into a new experience. For some of you, you're giving your notice at the end of December to this job. You may take like some time off, like a week or so for yourself, and then on or around January 7th, start this new job. That's just a message for someone watching. We have the Four of Pentacles. Tell me more about stepping into a new experience and the message. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Fool, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords to Ten of Pentacles to the Tower. Stepping into a new experience. You are receiving a message. Something that you thought was lost. Something that you thought all hope was lost. Or I can't fix this situation. Okay, I'm getting a couple of different messages. For some of you, you're leaving that other job for a job that's going to pay you extremely well. You go from working in a Ten of Swords environment to a Ten of Pentacles environment, okay? For others of you, be careful that one of these jobs is not the opposite, where, you know, they're going to pay you a lot of money, but it ends up being a Ten of Swords. Remember what I said about trading one devil for another. Be careful for that as well, because you're going to be like, oh my God, I was not expecting that. Tower, right? Everything seemed so normal during the interview. For others of you, if you have your own business or you're thinking about launching your own business, you may have been holding yourself back for quite some time, really up in your head. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to launch my business. I don't know how to expand my business. I feel like you're taking the chance here. Could be right around January 7th. You're either launching this new idea, this new project. I think it takes you from what could have been like financial ruin, Ten of Swords, to Ten of Pentacles. So if you're thinking about expanding your business, could be learning something new here. I feel like once you implement it, this is a financial tower. This ends up being a good thing for you. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're thinking of launching your business, I think January would be a good month for you to do it. I feel here like you have been reserved, holding back. You're nervous about starting this new business. Could be a side gig, right? You're going to keep that job, but maybe try something, a new Tower, Three of Wands, right? Expand. Oh yeah. Death, Two of Cups. I think you're really going to love this new, yeah, you've got victory here. This new job or side gig or something like that you do for money. I feel like it really ends up playing out well for you. If you currently have your own business, you're an entrepreneur, or whatever the case is, you're self-employed. Again, I feel like there's something new here you want to implement or possibly learn. I would say to go ahead and do it in the month of January. There's success here. There's a financial benefit to you doing this. I feel like for those of you who take the opportunity to do this, either learn something new. This could also be like expanding your knowledge in respect to your business. Again, I feel like it ends up being really, really successful for you. This could be like a rebirth in your business. I like this for you a lot, Sag. I want to know a little bit more about this message. Tell me more about the message. So stepping into a new experience, for some of you leaving that past job for a new job. In that respect, they could pay you really well, but it could be a very stressful job. So please do your due diligence before accepting any new offers. For others of you, if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur, you may have been holding back for a while, either about launching your business or expanding it. There could be some message that you receive that gives you the go-ahead. You know, learn that, do that, open that, expand that. And in that respect, I feel like it's very financially rewarding for you. But tell me a little bit more about this message. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Queen of Cups in the upright, the Three of Cups in the upright, the Page of Pentacles in the upright, and the Nine of Swords in the upright. Yeah, there's a message here that you're receiving from another individual. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be an idea. This could be someone you work with. Whatever it is, it's a positive one. I just think, again, we go Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, like you're holding yourself back. I feel like this is more geared for those of you who are entrepreneurs or business owners, is the feeling I'm getting here. You're like collaborating with someone else here. They have an idea. You're really up in your head about whether or not you want to do it or learn it or implement it. I mean, obviously, always trust but verify. And you're Sag, you know that, right? You're a trust but verify sign. But I feel like this is a good idea or a good opportunity. You might be up in your head about it, and I get that. Your opposite side is Gemini, so I understand that, but I'd say get out of your head, because I feel like if you take the chance to move forward on this, this ends up being very lucrative for you. So again, I don't know what this is specifically about, because you're all individually different, and I'm reading for so many of you. But if you're leaving one job to start another, please do your due diligence on that new job before you accept it and leave your other job. And if you're a business owner or entrepreneur, you may have been holding yourself back for quite some time. This is either like learning something new or launching your business, expanding your business. I feel like you have someone here supporting you. I don't know if you have a business partner. You know, some of you may. This could just be a friend, could be a lover who has this idea or who's encouraging you. You can open this, right? You can launch the business. You can expand the business. You can learn more about this. I feel you end up taking the risk to do it, even though you're up in your head about it. And I think it ends up being very financially rewarding for those of you who do that. So bravo to you. Something else here. I keep going back to that message. It's really loud. Something external is happening in your life. So please just take time to rest and recover from whatever that is. That's what I have for you, Sag. Now we're going to take a look at, for those of you who are, looking for that other job, or for those of you who are unemployed. We have juggling, and then we have the knot card. Prepare to be busy juggling many roles or projects. Try to maintain balance between work and personal life. That kind of goes back to that other thing also. Don't overload yourself, and try to stay on top of things. Tell me more about this knot card and juggling. I feel like don't overcommit yourself. Some of you, if you're unemployed, in this juggling card, there's all dollar signs around this person. So I feel for some of you, you could be, trying to balance out your money, right? Juggle your money. I think of the Two of Pentacles. So it could be a financially stressful time for you. Thankfully, I'm doing this reading like 2 weeks in advance. So this could be something like a caution or a message to you to not overspend with the holidays. We have several holidays in the month of December, depending on where you live in the world, your culture, your religion. I would say to not overspend, because you could find yourself really penny pinching in January because of credit card debt or overspending in December. For others of you, you're juggling multiple job opportunities. So tell me more about juggling. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, Seven of Cups, 777. Look up that angel number. I would also look for that number during the month of January. There's definitely a need here for you to be very careful with your money in December and even in the month of January. Kind of hold on to your pentacle like the Queen of Pentacles is here. You could have debts that come in out of the blue, things that are due. You thought you had more time, something like that. Seven of Wands, this could be like you defending your money. Seven of Cups, being very confused. I really want to say watch the credit card debt here. King of Swords, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups. Like, be careful buying gifts for people, overspending. Think about it, Hangman, before you spend a ridiculous amount of money on people. It might be best maybe for you to actually make a gift, like if you can bake or you cook a great casserole, something like that, as opposed to going out and spending a lot of money. If you can knit someone a scarf. If you can quilt them a blanket. You know what I mean? Like, a handcrafted gift is actually has more meaning to it, right? Because you put more time and thought and your creativity and your energy into it, as opposed to just going out and buying something off the rack, right? So I definitely, there's a need here for you to really watch your spending, and particularly because bills might creep up on you. In January, bills that you didn't realize you owed, or you overspent in December, and suddenly you get the credit card bill and you're like, oh my God, it's for X amount of dollars. I thought I only spent this much. There's something like that with like a surprise bill. Lots of them, Seven of Cups in that respect. So I would be very careful with your money now leading up to January. So I think a lot of you, if you're out of a job, you're feeling very overwhelmed with finance. The good news is your situation here It says you are called to serve as a mentor for someone or as a role model, and guide who can show the, or a guide who can show them the way. Use your wisdom and experience. And then you have a period of prosperity and abundance, and you have the bread card. So I do feel that this wisdom card, you know, in a financial read, this could be like you going to a temporary placement agency, just finding a temporary job if that's what you have to do for now. This could be utilizing your skills to make extra money on the side. This could be you going to a wise counselor, like a financial planner, a financial counselor, a friend, family member, or lover you trust who you feel has financial wisdom. You can lean on them for some kind of support or advice. But I also feel that for a lot of you, there's an opportunity here for you to actually find a new job. Tell me more about this period of prosperity and abundance. Tell me more about these opportunities. Tell me more about these opportunities. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Emperor. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Sun. Bottom of the deck, I have 8 of Cups to the Empress to the 9 of Swords. For some of you, you very well could be leaving that job for this other job. You could be 8 of Cupping the Empress job and then moving towards this Emperor job. So just be mindful of that. You could be leaving one company for another. I'm going to throw this out there for one person watching. You may, if you're unemployed, you may decide to use your divine energy here, your divine gifts to make money. Like, you know, I always say that the best healers are those who have been healed. So there's something like here, like you may decide to become a tarot card reader. Maybe you've loved tarot for years or esotericism, and now you're like, you know what, I can do that. I can guide people. I can channel messages. I can help heal people. There's something here like that, like using your divine given gifts with this High Priestess card to create an opportunity for yourself. An Emperor in that respect could be you becoming your own business owner, being an entrepreneur. That would bring you 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. So being a wise counselor, a life coach, a spiritual guide, maybe getting into Reiki. You could start blogging, vlogging, open up your own YouTube channel. There's something like that here, at least for one Sagittarius watching, where you may be called to serve by the divine, to use your greater wisdom, your High Priestess, Hermit wisdom, to help heal others. That is really interesting. And yeah, I think for a lot of you, you can make a significant amount of money doing that. For others of you, if you put in the work, like the applications, the resumes, the follow-up calls, and all of that to find another job, I do feel that you have an offer that comes in, possibly 2 here. You decline one and you accept the other. And this job does usher in a period of financial prosperity and abundance for you. In that case, wisdom could then be like telling you to 8 of Cups to the Empress, like living large. Be smart with your money this time. Like you've landed a job where you're making a lot of money. Don't go back to incurring debt, or I used to say, don't have a champagne taste on a beer budget. Like be smarter with your money now that you have a job. So in that respect, the wisdom card could be telling you to like connect with an accountant or a financial advisor or someone who can help you invest your money better for the long run, make your money work for you. Like, okay, you know what it's like to be without money. You never want to be in that position again. So be smart this time. You've landed a job now where you're getting paid well. We saw the 10 of Pentacles for you before. So can you take part of that new money, right, that you now have in this new job and invest it wisely and sort of create like a rainy day fund for yourself with that Sun card. So you always have something to fall back and lean back on in case you ever like lose your job again, or something, you know, something happens like a health crisis or something, you have to take time off from work. At least you have a reserve. So take these messages, you know, how they resonate, and only if you want to take them. I can only tell you what comes in. Now, the opportunity. For those of you who continue to have a financial issue in the month of January, it says, be careful, do not take risks. I'm telling you, please do not overspend in December, because I think that you're going to be so low on cash, you might actually have to borrow money. I have 2 messages coming through here. So tell me a little bit about the individuals who may be needing money. And interesting, this next card says in need of help, assistance, and guidance. So I really want to tell you to watch the spending. Also, if you're having an issue paying your bills, there are, you know, I can only speak for the United States, and like in the state that I live in the northeastern part of the United States, there's local food pantries here. So if you can't stock your food shelves, you can go to these church pantries or community pantries and get food. They ask very little questions. Usually they just want to make sure that you live in that town, because their resources are limited, right? So they usually only give to people who live in the town. But if your town doesn't have one, then they'll help, you know, the nearby towns. So I would say, like, you can ask for a hand out or a hand up in that respect. Like stocking your food pantries. Again, I don't know where you particularly live in the world, but here in the United States, especially in my state, if you have like an issue paying your utility bills because you're out of work, you can call and make payment arrangements with them. You know, if you lose your job and you fall behind on your mortgage, there's negotiations you can do with your mortgage company to defer your payment. There's, you know, and if you need to like borrow money, I do feel that some of you or most of you have a friend or family member, even if you are disconnected from them. I feel like if you really ask them for a hand, a helping hand, I feel like they'll be there for you. For some of you, you have a person who's kind of waiting for you to ask them. Like they don't want to insult you by offering first, but they're there for you. So if you were to ask them, this person would help you. They're kind of expecting you to ask them, not because they think they're better than you or you have to go, you know, crawling to them or anything like that. It's like they don't want to insult you by offering first. But if you were to ask them for help, they would help you, or they would assist you. And if you're looking to launch your own business, this person would also help to, like, they would give you guidance or advice on how to do that. Tell me more about these not taking financial risks. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Page of Wands, the Devil, on please watch your spending, Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. I mean, in a financial read, I can't stress it anymore to be careful with your spending. I feel like you have unexpected expenses, could be even health related, that crop up on you in January. Now, depending on where you live in the world, like I'm in the Northern Hemisphere, it's wintertime, you could get sick. Maybe you don't have insurance. You have to pay for a doctor's visit or a hospital visit. You know, in the United States, that's really, really expensive. If you don't have health insurance, I'm sure it's probably the same way in most parts of the world. So again, I feel like there's a need here for you to save your money, because you may even have some unexpected bills to pay, and for some of you could be health related here with the Skull card. Now, another thing in terms of career, the Skull card does talk about you getting a job working in the medical sector, like working providing like hospice services, working in a hospital. And it doesn't have to be as a nurse or doctor. It could be in administration. It could be helping people check in. It could be processing insurance claims. For others of you, it also says healer. So again, some of you being a wise counselor or a wise healer to others. And if you're really out of work, there's a opportunity here for you to like reinvent yourself. Like you don't have to look for a job in the same industry you've always been in. This is your opportunity to learn something new or to follow your passion. You could completely change industries, right? If you're out of work, you can kind of do whatever you want in that respect. You can, apply for any job that you want. You can completely reinvent yourself. Tell me more about this for the collective, for Sag. One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and Six of Wands. Oh, yeah. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. Absolutely. There's several job offers here for you that'll help move you out of this Five of Pentacles, being in financial lack. I really want to tell you to put the work in to finding another job. And for some of you, it has something to do with the medical industry. And that doesn't even mean working at a hospital or a clinic. It could be applying to a company that manufactures medical equipment, like Siemens or GE. You could be, answer the phones. You could be processing purchase orders. You could be in product procurement, anything like that. So really think outside of the box here in respect if you're out of work, what type of companies you want to do. A lot of them do enable you to work from home. A lot of these global companies do that post-COVID. So I would definitely look into anything in the medical field, but I wouldn't don't stay narrow-minded to hospitals and clinics and medical centers. Think outside of the box. The companies that provide those types of places with products, with services, x-ray companies, medical manufacturers, the companies that make the bandages and make the gauze, and Johnson and Johnson, and the companies that actually produce the medicines and antibiotics and stuff. I would really think broad scope in respect to the medical industry, because I feel for a lot of you, you have a really solid job offer waiting there for you. And again, for some of you, the ability to work from home with that Four of Wands card. For others of you, I really think that you can use your spirituality to make money here. And even if you stay at that job and you're finding, want to do this as a side gig, or you find the job but you still want to do this as a side gig, I kind of still feel like I'm talking to a Sagittarius here who's very spiritual and has the ability to be financially successful, helping to heal others with their spirituality. So take that how that resonates to you. And then we have in need of help, assistance, guidance, and expectation. You do have someone here, a friend, a family member, a lover, could be a neighbor, an acquaintance, even if you're estranged from this person. If you need help from them, they will be there for you. Tell me more about this person for the collective. One more shuffle. Thank you. Sorry for sniffling. I've been sneezing for the past 2 days. We have the Moon card, the Magician, Justice, and the Nine of Swords. You might be up in your head about contacting this person. The Hermit. Look at all the major arcana cards here. This person is almost waiting for you. This is card number 28. So I don't know if the numbers 2, 8, 10, or 28 are relevant for you when it comes to this person. But you could have some fears and insecurities about contacting this person. But I feel like with this Magician to the Justice card, this person absolutely can help you out financially. Again, they can either point you in the right direction or they will help you themselves. If you're looking to launch a business, this person will assist you and guide you. I still kind of get the feeling that that person is sort of waiting for you to contact them. They don't want to overstep or, intervene or kind of interject, kind of push themselves on you. But they're sort of just waiting. Okay, if Sag needs me, Sag will call me and I'll be here for Sag. So that person could be a Cancerian, a Gemini, a Virgo, a Libra, and I have Virgo again, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then Leo in the Strength card. But you definitely have someone here, my friend, who will help you if you need it. Let's get 3 cards of advice, and then we'll close out your reading here, my love. Final messages now for Sag. Advice for Sag. Advice for Sag. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Empress in the upright. I love that. 3 of Wands in the upright and 2 of Pentacles in the upright. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. Tower to the Lover. So to the 10 of Cups. How beautiful for a financial read. So really, that's a beautiful ending there for a financial reading. So Empress, you can birth whatever it is that you want to create. If you want to stay at your job and deal with that one jerky turkey, you can certainly do that. If you want to expand and see what else is out there in terms of employment, Three of Wands, you can certainly do that. If you're out of work and you want to launch your own business, you certainly have the capability and the knowledge as the Empress to do that. Just be smart, Three of Wands, how you plan it out. Two of Pentacles, whether you're currently employed or not, or you're looking to start your own business, please make sure you do it in a very balanced way. And for many of you, please watch your spending, okay? You do have a final conclusion here. The Tower, the Lovers, and the Ten of Cups. I kind of feel like, let me get one more on this, and then I have the Hierophant. I feel like this goes back to that original exterior thing. I mean, in terms of a financial read, if you're at a job and you're looking for another job, it's like, boom, you find another one, and then you're able to make the Lovers being the ultimate choice card on what you want. If you're out of work, boom, you either get this epiphany to launch your own business and it ends up being everything you wanted it to be. You might actually even bring in a partner, a friend, a coworker, a friend, a family member, a lover to like help you with this. Or you could just be going it alone, making the choice to go it alone. Could be, starting this new job, starting this new venture, this epiphany to do that. In terms of finance, it's beautiful. But I want to pull some cards because I still feel this is external to some of you, because you start the month overworking because you're trying to not pay attention to something that is hurting you inside. I don't have enough cards here. I feel like I really should pull another deck for you. Let me go into this one. I'm going to get cards from both. Can you further clarify the Tower to the Lovers to the Ten of Cups for Sag? I have Strength. What else can you tell me about this? The Two of Wands, the King of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, the Hangman. Some of you have a choice between two lovers, or does someone have a choice between you and someone else? You have a long-term partner coming in, Sag, if you don't have one already in your life. Now, if you're a Sagittarius and you are already partnered, I feel like the partnership will continue to strengthen and intensify and grow. You may actually take your connection to a higher level of commitment in January. This could be discussions of moving in together. I mean, it could be as basic as, we started seeing one other a couple months ago. And I was going to say go steady. Where's my spirit from today? The 40s? Would you like to go steady with me, Sag? This could be like, are we official, right? Are we just going to be committed to one another? Or it could be putting a title on it. We're now boyfriend and girlfriends. For some of you, living together. For others of you, this could be discussions of marriage. Really going the distance. We do have the Empress and the Ten of Cups. Be careful if you don't want to. I mean, if you want to, congratulations ahead of time. But some of you could be very fertile, or your partner could be very fertile in the month of January. So just be mindful of that as well, where you could become, impregnated or impregnate your partner. For some of you, you have a choice in Lovers, or your person does. I was not expecting this to come up in a financial read. Where are we at? 4816. All right. For those of you who have a choice between lovers, the Sagittarians who have a choice between lovers, can I have three cards on this? If you have a choice between lovers, Ten of Swords, Five of Cups, Page of Wands. You will make the decision to end one. Tower to the Ten of Swords, Five of Cups to the Lovers, with some remorse and regret, walking away from the other. And Ten of Cups, Page of Wands to the Ten of Cups, walking towards the person that you want to be with. That's for the Sagittarians who have two. Wow. I guess that would affect your finances. If the person you're currently with, you have a family with, or tied up or shared resources, that could be why this came up in a financial reading. For those of you where your person has to, I hate to say, decide between you and someone else, but you know what I mean. They have two relationships and they're deciding either by their choice or fate and destiny here to make a choice. What can you tell Sagittarius about that? One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Hangman. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. Sag, if your person has two people, I want to get one more on this Devil. I need one more on this. I just saw the Three of Swords here. Give me one more card on the Devil. Your person receives a message. The Tower moment is they receive a message. Their other person may be leaving them, Hangman to Hangman, and that leaves your person like, what do I do now? Okay, tell me about this Devil. One more shuffle. Thank you. And that could also be Capricorn season, which we will be in at that time. Ten of Wands. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups. Sag, I'm just going to throw this out there. If you know that your person has another person, maybe that's the committed relationship or the long-term relationship. I'm not implying they're not committed to you. You know what I mean? That's a long-term connection. It's possible that their person leaves them in Capricorn season. And that leaves your person, I hate to say defaulting to you, but that's basically what they're doing. I'm not saying that they wouldn't have eventually wanted to be with you or eventually chosen you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's out of their control. Tower moment. They failed to shift. They failed to move. The divine moved them. The divine shifted them. It's a shift or be shifted moment. I've been seeing this for a lot of the readings, especially when it comes to third parties. So for some of you, again, if you're the Sagittarius that has two people, I feel like in Capricorn season, you're letting one go and you're communicating with the other that you want that Ten of Cups type of relationship with them. And for others of you, if your person had two people, they're not the ones making the decision. Their other person is. Their other person's making the decision to leave them. And that leaves them a bit hesitant to come towards you. But that's exactly what they end up doing. Ten of Cups to the Ten of Cups here. One long-term commitment ending by force, not by choice, because this is divine intervention, ending it. And then moving from one long-term commitment with the other person to a long-term commitment with you. Final outcome for this for Sag by the end of January. I guess that would affect your finances if this person is moving in with you or you with them, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I guess that's why it came up in a financial read. One final card here for Sag, please, and thank you. The High Priestess, bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. Some of you may not want this person since they are quote-unquote defaulting to you. For others of you, yes, you were the secret here. High Priestess, you may have felt rejected by this person in the past. Five of Wands, they had you in competition. Two of Pentacles, they were juggling you. Queen of Wands, typically the other woman, other man in a connection. But there they are with the Fool card, taking a risk on you. Their wish fulfillment here with the Star card. There's your King of Swords, your communication, and the Artist, the potential or ability to create something new with them. I'm not sure if all of you will accept this, but that is what is headed your way. And now I can understand why, whether you're in category 1 or category 2, that is why it will be affecting your career and finance, because, you know, for some of you, you're ending a long-term connection and you're moving out, or your person is, or you have to divide resources, possibly sell the family home if you share one with them. And for others of you, your person has to go through that and possibly move in with you. And in that respect, that would affect your career and finance. That may be why you're entering the month of January distracted, not really wanting to focus on this and just focusing so much on work. Now I kind of understand that. But it looks like by the end of January, there's resolution to this situation. If that's your message. If that's not your message, just ignore ignore that part of the read and just stay with these. But someone watching had to hear that. So That's what I have for you, Sag, for your career and finance read for the month of January 2025. If you like this message and it resonated with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, my love, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.